Well, I got into floristry completely by accident. A friend was getting married and she said, come and help me with my wedding. And I knew nothing about flowers at all and went to help her. And we did the flowers. Looking back on it, I'll go, As a thank you, she enrolled me on a 4-day course at a private flower school. And after 4 days, they invited me to stay, so I stayed for 5 years, and I learned about floristry and flower arranging. And that's how I fell into it, completely by accident. I had no desire to become a florist, but sort of fell into it, really. Flower stalls and flower shops do wedding floristry, but we actually don't have a shop. We just have a unit we work from. We specialise in parties, weddings and events. And we buy everything specifically for a wedding. So there's no leftovers, there's no wastage, everything is bought specifically for you. Blue and purple is a very difficult colour, but if you're getting married in the summer months, there's nothing better than lavender because it smells absolutely fantastic. It's lovely to use in arrangements and it'd be ideal for attracting butterflies as well. In all the magazines, they recommend 10% of your overall budget should be your flower budget. Now, depending on how important flowers are, that can vary considerably. If you are on an extremely tight budget, then I would concentrate on your bridal flowers only. And possibly you could do something like planted table centres, because plants much easier to arrange to put a few plants in a basket than actually flower arranging, and they can be given away to people at the end of the day as well. Roses are extremely popular and they're available throughout the whole year, but you buy for the length of stem. So if you're wanting bridal flowers, use shorter roses because they're less expensive. You can always think of plants. These marguerites are absolutely fantastic if you're getting married in the summer. You can plant them up and use them in table centres, and the really lovely thing is you can give them away to your guests at the end of the evening. Lots of brides sort of flick through magazines and often see tropical flowers and think they're an inexpensive option, but unfortunately, because they've flown thousands of miles, they are actually quite an expensive option. But you can use them quite dramatically by just using a couple of very large dramatic flowers with some foliage in a vase, and actually this could be a good way to use your budget. Orchids are fantastic to use, but they're extremely expensive, so I'd recommend them you use them for your bridal work, and 1 or 2 of them placed in the hair can look fantastic. Lilies are fantastic to use in arrangements because they give real impact. You do need to buy them several days in advance to get them open. If you buy them from a flower shop, you want to last for a whole week. But for a wedding, we need to buy them early to get them open, so they're fantastic for that special day. One last thing, the thing about lilies is they have stamen, and the stamen produces pollen, and this can easily stain your wedding dress. So the best thing is with a florist, we actually remove them. But if you do get pollen on your wedding dress, if you use sellotape and just dab it off, don't wash it, just dab it off, it should come off a tree. You may not think of this, but if you're on a budget, don't pick days like Valentine's Day, anywhere between Christmas and New Year, because you're buying at a very expensive time of the year and your flower budget could triple overnight.